All right, since the Padres aren't broadcasting their game today, another loss. Pedro Avila seems like wasn't a great day for him. Same thing with Robert Suarez, but I'm not going to get really into that because, well, I didn't watch the game. I we can't see the game, so whatever. Let's talk about the pants though. The pants, the jerseys, not great. At least around Major League Baseball, that's what players are thinking about this. And fans aren't too happy, especially about the jerseys. Now, with the pants, the Padres have not received their 2024 pants yet. Some teams have their pants, but then there's some teams that either don't have enough or they don't have their pants either. I was reading a story, I think, in The Athletic the other day about how the Cincinnati Reds, they had just a big bunch of pants laying around in the clubhouse for players to try on, and they felt like an old pair of pants because the Reds, I think they didn't have enough or they didn't have the shipment yet from Nike, and the Padres have not received theirs yet. So while there was that picture that I posted the other day about Xander Bogaerts, and you could see something in his pants, um, that, I guess, was the 2023 pant. So imagine what the 2024 pant is going to look like because teams like the Seattle Mariners, San Francisco Giants, I believe they have their 2024 pant. And you can see the shorts underneath that the players wear underneath the pant. You can see where the jersey ends, like the Shohei Ohtani picture that was out there. You could see where the jersey was ending that was tucked in because of what the pants look like. So imagine what the Padres are going to look like if there's some things that don't look great about last year's pant that we're seeing in spring training. And it's a big issue. I mean, Joe Musgrove, he was telling the media like essentially it's not that big of a deal, but it's not just like the visibility thing, but from what I'm reading is you can't customize the pants for players. You cannot customize them as much as you could have in the past. So I don't think that we should use this as like an excuse if the Padres start off bad, like, oh man, the pants are the problem. But the players need to feel good. That if you want them performing and not having to worry about those little things, then I don't understand why change it. The jersey's okay. I guess it's a better jersey. Performance jersey is what it's been dubbed by Commissioner Rob Manfred, and they were used at last year's All-Star game. And you've had some Nike, and this is important to note because there are players complaining about the jerseys and the pants, but then there's some Nike guys that are sending out like tweets about how great it is. Mike Trout was one of them. And I think we can all believe that Mike Trout, he did not fully believe that. That was probably something that was sent to him to send out. Nolan Arenado, I think, was someone else. He's a Nike guy. So there's these Nike players that are sending these messages out, these positive messages, but then there's players that aren't sending out these messages, and they are pretty much saying what fans are saying. Not just about the pants, but about the jerseys. Specifically, I talk about the jerseys with the Padres here. You see this photo because, like I said, the Padres, they don't have their pants yet. So they're using the 2023 pants, but the jersey is here, just like they're here for all of the teams, I believe. And look at the comparison 2023 spring training, same jersey, or same style jersey. Tatis in 23 and then him in 24 recently. I've seen some of the colors. It doesn't look like they totally match up. Maybe that's just like an angle thing where the camera was and the sunlight, but maybe they're not all synced up. And then look at the numbering, the lettering. There's the MLB logo. It's not in the same spot either. But yeah, the lettering, it looks like one of those fan giveaway. You know how the Padres, they do those giveaway jerseys that are super light and they're, printed on. It's not like a big league jersey. And it's clear, right? And you know that going into it. Like it's not going to be a big league jersey. It's just a giveaway, whatever. But we don't make a big deal about it because it's a giveaway jersey, whatever. But that's what some of these things look like. There's pictures going around of Dick's Sporting Goods in the Manny Machado jersey and how small it looks and the lettering. It doesn't matter how long your last name is. You're going to have an arc on the last name of your jersey. Like that, it just looks not Major League Baseball. You know, the jerseys, especially like diehard baseball fans, we care about how the jersey looks, and I think players care about how their jersey looks. And I think some fans, or not fans, some players have described it as amateurish. Tony Clark, he said the other day, it's disappointing that we landed in a place where the uniforms are the topic of discussion. So Nike generates these jerseys and Fanatics, or the uniforms, I should say, Fanatics produces them. So it's not really a Fanatics issue, I don't think. Now, maybe a fan thing, like if the fans are ordering a jersey from Fanatics, maybe that's a Fanatics thing. But for this, like the player part of it, I think that's more of a Nike issue because then the Fanatics is just doing what Nike is telling them to do, I believe is what is happening there. And so, yeah, there's a lot of complaints. Confirmation that the pants are see through. I'm reading from this ESPN article here from Jesse Rogers. Just Tony Clark was going, he's the Players Association director, like the head guy there, right? And he's been going around to different camps in Arizona and getting feedback. And he says the universal concern is the pant. There's adjustments being made. At least that's what a MLB spokesperson is saying. But yeah, Joe Musgrove, I think he said the other day that he's hoping that he gets his pants by opening day. So I don't know if that was a Nike issue, like they're behind on orders, or the Padres have just said, let's send them back, and then we need to get ones that are actually good for our players. I don't know. But there's some times where we see teams in the regular season play through some rain. Well, if during photo day we're seeing how bad the pants look on these other teams, how are they going to look, during the games? So, yeah, not great. And this is like the big story in spring training. I think if you probably go ask a casual fan, maybe someone that doesn't really follow Major League Baseball spring training, and you ask what's the biggest story in spring training, they're probably going to bring up the pants and the jerseys and how bad it looks. So, okay, the jerseys, I get the attempt to make it better for the players and lighter for the players and all that, and how they were there for the All-Star game given to the players there. But were there like complaints last year from players about pants? If there aren't, if it isn't broke, then don't try to fix it. Like, that saying, right? If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. And it feels like it wasn't broke. And Nike and Major League Baseball plays a part in this too. They could have told Nike, like, no. I assume that they got previews of this as well. I think that you should probably do a redo on these, get going on some better pants, because if the players don't like it, it's not like fans are buying these pants. These are for players, and it's a headache for clubhouse attendance, I'll tell you that, because now this falls on the clubhouse attendants and the head clubhouse guys. They've already got a ton to do during the day, even if there aren't uniform problems. Like when new players come in, get them fit, laundry, and how long hours that they have at the field. And the clubhouse attendants, the stuff that they have to do on the field, making sure that there's balls and, again, equipment is cleaned and players have what they need. There's a lot that goes into their days. And now all of that it falls back on them. And so now they have to make sure that the players get their sizes right, and Nike knows about this and Fanatics knows about this, and then they can get their stuff back in a timely manner, because I'm not so sure every team's going to be able to get their stuff, the players get those things, the pants and the jerseys, so that they can wear them in, especially the pants. Are they going to get a few weeks with those pants? Because some teams don't have them, and players usually like to get some games in with these pants and wearing them in. And it's probably not the biggest deal to fans. Like, we're not going to sit here and say, well, the pants are bad. Okay, we'll let it slide for the first couple weeks of the season. No, we're not going to do that. But when the players are complaining about this like this, it's an issue. And then on top of it, if you go to Padres shop and you look up the 2024 jerseys and how much that they cost, and you're looking at what the jersey looks like, which fan bases are going to go all in and want to buy these jerseys? Especially like the ones, if you want to go get, I'm looking up the price right now. If you want to go get a Padres, and this doesn't look like the 2023 or 2024 jersey, so this might be the 2023 jersey still. You can get Tatis replica for 135. But if you want, like I'm seeing, okay, this looks more like the 2024 jersey. They bumped that price up to $175. And that's for men's San Diego Padres Fernando Tatis Jr. Nike white home limited player jersey. I don't think that's like, it looks like the one that they actually wear on the field. I think that's more of a replica, because I'm seeing some that are $359 with Tatis on it. So that's more like okay, this is authentic, player jersey authentic. Even though the lettering there is 2023. So that's not even the 2024 lettering. But these prices, like how many fans are going to buy these jerseys that look like this, that have the curved on the Tatis Jr. like that have the curved, even if your last name has 4 letters in it, it's still going to be curved a little bit. And the lettering's going to be smaller. Like, might as well go get the 2023 jerseys if they're at the Padres store right now, if you can. And hopefully, I mean, we didn't know this, I don't think, at the time, but hopefully people were able to use that 50% off that week at the Padres store to their advantage for those jerseys, because those look like better jerseys than this year's do. So we'll see if players begin to, if they begin to like it more as we get into the season, if there's more complaints, if Nike figures this out, if Fanatics can help figure this out. But yeah, it doesn't look great. But I mean, this is what we have to talk about today because the Padres don't have the game broadcasted.